All right, so we're going to do Age of Ashes review.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, review. Do you remember that poll that we did with the how we score reviews? Because we have two methods of doing it, remember?
I know we have two different... Your weird one, I don't know why you do it that way. And then mine, but I don't remember doing a poll on it.
But you posted the poll on our YouTube channel. It was a community post, not a member post.
Oh, yeah, and I won!
No, I won. Whatever I'm not actually... going to play the numbers game because I don't know how you're going to interpret them. I'm just going to say that I won.
But that's not true because you had 52%, right? Which is more, and then I had 48, which is less, and it's like golf, and you have to get lower.
See, that's what I meant. Hi everyone, welcome to GameGorgon. My name is Krug.
I'm Indigo.
Today we're here to talk to you about Age of Ashes. Indigo read it and is ready to tell you whether or not it's good.
Yes, we did read the comments about people when we asked them what kind of things you want to see us talking about. The big thing that we saw is we want to see adventure paths talked about, but the concern was the spoilers. I'm going to do this as spoilery as possible.
You meant spoiler free.
Spoiler least. As little spoilers as possible.
Okay.
If there are spoilers, Krug is going to put this green line on the top of the screen.
I'm not going to do a green line. I'm going to notify you when there is going to be a spoiler before the spoiler happens in this video.
Because we have read through it and we have done a zero session, but we have not played through it, which I don't think is a reliant on the review. And the reason why I am saying that is because your group and my group and your group and anyone's group is going to take this game and run it in a very, very different direction from each other.
Yeah.
How it actually plays out is less important to me than how easy it is for the GM to understand how to play it.
We're reviewing it from almost a mechanical perspective. Not like game mechanics, but like how it functions as a tool.
Am I able to read this and understand how, where, and what I should be doing with my players?
Right.
And like who are important characters to not allow them to kill.
I haven't read any of this because I'm not in this session and I don't like reading campaign books if I'm not running them. I'm basically here to function as trying to think of what the audience is going to ask before they ask it and then asking Indigo. That's what I'm here for.
I will say one other additional piece of information that we need to give people. We actually got the first two Age of Ashes books for free from Paizo.
Right.
I think we say this every single time. We will review something that's badly by someone that gives it to us for free.
Yes, we don't think it affects our end result, but we should let you know so that you can make that assessment yourself if you want to. Let's
go into Age of Ashes. The storyline and the idea behind it, again, trying to do all of this spoiler-free, is actually really interesting. I actually got decently hooked pretty quickly onto what was going on. The game is really interesting because it's only 95 pages from the start of the book to the end of the book, including monster that are specific to this campaign. Yeah. There's stat blocks for them, items that are specific to this world, stuff like that. The backgrounds and stuff like that aren't in this book, but I'll get to that. And it's 95 pages, and it takes you from level 1 to level 5 in a single book.
5?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That is a lot of bang for your buck.
Sure.
You're getting a lot in that. There is an entire background booklet, kind of like player story stuff. That's actually for free that anyone can download off of Paizo's website as a PDF.
Is it like mandatory to use in the campaign? Okay. So you can still use core rulebook stuff.
Most of my players are using core rulebook stuff.
Cool.
But they also have the options of taking, I want to be a dragon scholar.
Sure.
They're specific to this campaign, but can easily be adjusted for a game that you're playing if it's interesting to you.
Like most of the rules that they release for campaigns.
Having them be two completely separate pieces, and the fact that the PDF is for free,
which is awesome.
Okay, I bought this book. Now all of you have to spend $2 to get this like 5-page PDF, and I don't have to hand over the Adventure Path book to players to go through it.
Which is super annoying because you have to I'm going to show you this, and then you cover up the part that you don't want them to see, which in frame was my face, apparently.
As for going through the book, it was very clear what sections I'm supposed to read through and what sections I'm not supposed to read through.
Like out loud.
Things that it's like, blah, 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 this is what's going on, this is what you visually see in this thing. And then it stops and says, this is what's actually going on.
Yeah, like if you watch our other, Adventure Path module casual reviews, that's something that we hate, is when it's not clear when to stop reading, or when like things you read and things you don't read are intermixed together, so that you have to like blah blah blah, oh hold on, and then you stop reading after you read the first 3 words of the sentence.
It's interesting how it's written together, because it's got its section of what you're supposed to read. The next section, there's a bit of information that could be gathered by players.
Yes.
But with additional information, so it's kind of put together of, this is what everyone knows, this is what some people could know, and then this is just what you know as the GM. So I really enjoyed that. Getting into the game itself and reading through it, my one big complaint about this is that it feels that whoever they got to write the book was paid by the word.
So it's verbose.
All of the players are basically told, you're going to this place, whatever your reasoning you're going there is, you're going to this place to get hired for this event called the Call of the Heroes.
Okay.
The government turns around and hires heroes to go and do different things that the villagers need work done. So basically, instead of like a call board where you walk up and individual people are hiring, the people go to this government and tell them, here, this is what the problems we have.
It's like a job fair, kind of?
Kind of, and then they get hired for that job or not, and it goes from job to job. So they're going to this event. The book explains in detail how that process works.
Yeah.
It never happens.
Oh. So basically, they exposit for like paragraphs about this complicated bureaucratic system of selecting the right adventurer for the right job in the campaign. That's never a thing that happens. Gotcha. Here's my one potential, and I don't know if this is true. Maybe it happens in a future book. If that were the case, why not explain it then?
I don't believe that happens either.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because this is supposed to be like small, like, oh, there's rats at the tavern that need help out with. And so since this is the only time that it happens within this first campaign book, and you end at level 5, I can't imagine as a level 5 character you're going back to do work at a level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
So I read it and I literally was just like, why did I read that? I guess it could have been flavor text that could have been like pushed off to the side.
But and I feel like it would have been a lot more easy to justify a lot of flavor text that ends up becoming meaningless in a situation where the book isn't 95 pages, because that is short, right? Maybe in a 150 page book it would have felt like, oh, they're like elaborating on the world, but in a 95 page book it's like, oh, they're trying to fill out the page.
I feel that 95 pages is short for 5 levels.
Yeah.
Let me say that. I don't think a 95-page book is short. I think that's a decent... But I think getting from level 1 to level 5 in 95 pages is a lot.
It's dense.
Yeah. It's literally just like, okay, this is how the beginning of the world goes, and then boom, 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 and it just keeps going and it doesn't stop. Which I like. I personally like that kind of gameplay of like, let's give some exposition and then let's just go head first into it.
How much travel is there?
Yes, there is travel within the book, but the way that the book has like designed and has like talked about it, it actually, the GM has control over it and can determine whether or not it makes sense for your group to use it or not.
Okay.
I've read through it. We have done our 0 session. We have built our characters. We're going to play through it. So I would say follow me on Twitter and I will talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah, this isn't a streamed game. This is just a game.
Yeah, this is a home game. I wanted to play it and run it because 1, I want to do a review on it, and 2, which gives me motivation, and 2, I've been having people beg me to play because we haven't played in a while, since primarily we've been streaming all the time.
Yep.
So follow me on Twitter if you want to get more information as we go through it, my ever-evolving opinion about it. As of right now, reading through it, I actually like it.
You think it's a good tool?
If you are an adventure path person, you don't want to spend the time, or if you're not sure if this group's going to last you a long time, this is a good adventure path for your group. It's Age of Ashes. If you can't tell from the artwork, brimstone and fire, baby. Like, it's pretty rock and roll.
Yeah.
I like that. It's really enjoyable. It's really easy for the GM to go through it. It is a little bit verbose in certain sections. I would say if you want to, if you're looking for an adventure path for Pathfinder 2nd Edition, this is definitely it. This is definitely a really good one.
I like that. Why don't you let us know? I don't know what to ask you. I want to ask you what you think of the adventure path if you've played it. I don't want there to be spoilers in the comments.
So this, Well, we've already put the poll out. We've got a sheet together that we've been putting of topics that you want us to talk about. Do you want us to talk about Fall of Plaguestone? That is another adventure path that is out.
Yeah.
Do you want to see us do a review on that one, or would you prefer us to do reviews on book 2, book 3, book 4, book 5, book 6 of Age of Ashes?
If you are going to talk about is Age of Ashes or Fall of Ashes?
Age of Ashes.
Fall of Plaguestone. If you are going to talk about Age of Ashes in the comments, do me a favor, write spoilers as the
in all caps.
In all caps as the first thing in your comment, and then hit return a bunch of times, and then write the thing that you're going to write, just so that other people don't see it.
Or
just be courteous to other people.
Better yet,
go into our Discord.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about the spoilers, go into our Discord. We'll make a spoilery section.
There already
is a spoilery section. I knew that.
I will be on there and I will read through them and we can talk about them and what our opinions and thoughts are. And so do that. I still think you need to go down and beat the YouTube algorithm by just typing,
giving us other opinions about things that aren't spoilers.
Let us know about Fall of Plaguestone and let us know if you want us to continue reading through the book series and letting you know what our opinions are. And I actually would also like to know what your thoughts were about the amount of spoilers that we had on this episode.
Oh yeah, and how we handled them with the graphics that we ended up doing.
Yeah, whatever that happened to have been.
Yeah.
Let us know down there. While you're down there, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. You can hit the bell icon if you want to, but
don't.
Yeah. And then head over to Twitter and you can talk to us. You can talk to me there at IndigoQT.
And you can reach me at CrewQT on Twitter, or you can talk to both of us on all these social media things down here except Facebook. Both of us don't like Mark Zuckerberg.
He already owns my soul.
Oh no. Hey, but what we do like is Patreon. If you have money to give us and you want to give it to us, you can go ahead and give it to us there. Or if you would prefer to get something in exchange for that is like a tangible physical object, you can go buy merch that's related to stuff that we do. There's an amount to it. We've been GameGorgon. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
That was the stumbliest merch plug.